everybody. Wake up and get ready to start your day. It's your girl Ken Nicole with your daily BossFM morning news report. So Sunday marked the 168th anniversary of Frederick Douglass's most famous speech, "What to the Slave is the 4th of July." A statue of Douglass was installed in Rochester, New York, my hometown actually, in 2018 to commemorate 200 years since his birth. That same statue has been torn down from its platform. The statue placed in Maplewood Park was found 50 feet away from the original spot. It was placed against a fence right over the Genesee River Gorge. Along with the statue being torn from its base, the left hand was damaged, the lower part of the statue was damaged, and as well as the base itself was damaged. Sources say the statue is too badly damaged to be repaired, so the statue now has to just be completely replaced. Rochester police have not yet identified any suspects in this act and did not find any other monuments in the park to be damaged. They also say there is no clear evidence if this statue was destroyed in retaliation of Confederate statues and monuments being destroyed across the country. In other news, on the night of 4th of July, a large group of people gathered on Edgewood Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. People were listening to music from cars, bar hopping, conversing with peers along the streets, and watching fireworks. A car was seen doing donuts in the street when someone was hit by accident. Shortly after this, a fight broke out, which led to a violent shootout. 2 videos surfaced the next morning showing people running and ducking and quickly trying to evade the area as it turned into a complete war zone. On the 200 block of Edgewood Avenue and Auburn Avenue, 14 people were shot. 2 are said to be in critical condition. Unrelated in the Edgewood shooting, 8-year-old Sequoia Turner was shot and killed the same night near the same Wendy's Rayshard Brooks was murdered at. This makes a total of 75 shootings in Atlanta, Georgia in the month of June. Now I have some updates on the Elijah McClain and the Aurora Police Department case. 4 police officers have been removed from the Aurora Police Department after photos and text messages mimicking the death of 23-year-old Elijah McClain have been resurfaced. Erica Marrero, Kyle Dietrich, and Jason Rosenblatt were fired, while Jaron Jones' file stated if he did not resign, he would be terminated. So he resigned earlier last week. Marrero, Dietrich, and Jones were in the pictures while Rosenblatt replied, "Ha ha," in some text messages between the officers. Rosenblatt was actually one of the officers involved with the killing of Elijah McClain, and all 4 officers are now ineligible for rehire at any other Colorado police department. While the incident happened last year, the case was brought into mainstream media amidst protesting for Black Lives Matter that started for George Floyd. Colorado Governor Jared Polis stated that he would have the case re-examined. Aurora Interim Police Chief Vanessa Wilson stated they don't deserve to wear badges anymore. However, does termination mean that they learned their lesson, or is this just another slap on the wrist? On a lighter note, it has been discovered that John Krasinski or Jim Halper of The Office wore a wig for the final 6 episodes of season 3. Krasinski was casted to play in a role with George Clooney in the film Leatherheads in 2008. The casting of this role required him to have to change his hair before the end of filming for season 3, and it was quickly shut down by showrunner Greg Daniels. Krasinski went to Kim Ferry, hairstylist of The Office, and asked for help constructing a wig believable enough so he could take on both roles in The Office and Leatherheads. The wig was made by a friend of Kim Ferry's, Natasha Ledeek, who is said to be the best wig maker in town, according to Ferry. Ledeek and Krasinski both put on the wig in secret one day, awaiting deliberation from Daniels about wearing a wig. Daniels insisted he knew he would be able to tell if Krasinski had on a wig until Krasinski snatched the wig off. The deliberation was over after that, and he was able to take on both roles. Now that's what you call a snatch wig, because even me, as a fan of The Office, I had no idea. So as you all know, it is Talented Tuesdays, and Tuesdays are our day that we shine a light on someone's artistry that we seem to be totally incredible. Today, we chose Pop Smoke. Just a little reminder of who Pop Smoke is. He is a New York rapper who was fatally murdered in his California home in February this year, just on the rise of his stardom. Well, his team and his family decided to release his posthumous album that featured artists like Future, Quavo, DaBaby, Roddy Ricch, and quite a few more. So to me personally, I listened to the album and I absolutely love it. I was thinking that some of his music was going to sound the same because of like his music that got famous before he passed away, but you know, it's actually very versatile. There's some love songs on there, some stuff you can get lit to. It's just an all around, I think the album was worked on by the right people. It definitely shows the real artistry of Pop Smoke, and it seems like even though he wasn't here, that he had the right people on it to put love into it because they loved him. So congratulations to the team of Pop Smoke and his family, and what a great project. All right, guys, that's it for your Boss FM morning news. Make sure you all tune in today at 8:30 p.m. for some updates with Boss FM. If you like to rewatch our shows, they will be available for replay in our Boss FM app and on all our social media platforms. Thanks again for tuning in, y'all. It's your girl, Ken Nicole, and have a great Tuesday.
Wake the streets up!